Welcome everybody, Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to episode 66 of Black Lake Settlers. I've done nothing for goals, so I'm not even going to look at the screen. Let's just get going. So for tips, the first and foremost tip I received at least a half a dozen times, if not more, was that I should have restricted a zone for the boom rat that was sent on a suicide mission. I'm not even going to mention who mentioned it because there's honestly too many people to mention. The mentioners, yes, but thank you for that tip. I will be using that in the future. And a few others. Raspy mentioned if I built a little wooden bridge, could it be used in order to sort of channel the raiders into a path and then IED them? Yes, it could. Well, I'll try that. I will definitely try that. And then some other tips. One others is Mooney mentioned I really don't need this on because we're using NPM. And that's a fair point, so I'm going to turn that off. So we have Luna here trying to load up the Muffalo. Do these Muffalo have the flu? Is that just my imagination? I know everyone else got the flu. Now it looks like the Muffalo were spared. That's good. And she's coming home, and then I'm probably going to have her very, very quickly turn around and do another trade run. And the next trade run is going to be selling off the cats. For combat restrictions, I'm going to take parka off and jacket off. I'd rather wear a duster. We did have 0 Day narrowly recovering, but his immunity is catching up. I think he'll be in the clear, which is good. Cole needed the spine. I think it was Cole, right? Health, yes. You needed the spine. Let's unsuspend that. We did still have one prisoner in the prison. I guess I'll uninstall this bed to turn this barracks into a prison cell. That way she's a little bit happier. She had an organ harvested, but, you know, there was literally nothing else I could do to save 0 Day. This is just a good sniper rifle. That is bunk, in my opinion. Okay, Valentin has a medical emergency. No, he doesn't. He's lost a lot of blood because he was out there a while, being a wimp. Federico mentioned I really ought to shop around for a pain stopper for him, for that very reason. Alright, we have some power, or marine armor. Oh man. I keep wanting to call it power armor. So I'm going to strip the power armor pieces off and have the power armor be hauled back. I don't really care about the other stuff. So what I could do is just forbid it. I don't really want them moving it. And yes, alas, this is a sad job for people to constantly look at the corpses. But I think the more people that are hauling, the quicker it gets done. Okay, so Luna is coming home with Dano and Vex. They're going to take a little bit of a break. Penguin is up in the mining/hunting outpost. Wow, there's a lot of rhinos. We really ought to send someone to go rhino hunt. Endelos, do you have the flu? You do not have the flu, so you are going to be formed Caravan. I gotta find you and choose a route. And we'll get going. Lovely. We also have the t-shirt. Oh, a little bit of a mental break. Okay, well, it's better, I guess, out on a caravan. where literally nothing can get destroyed by such a disruption. We are making good progress on these corpses. I feel bad for the people that are out here in the swamp. They're getting soaking wet, which is a giant mood debuff. And then they are seeing corpses. So far, they're not rotten corpses. The faster I do this, the less likely they are to get rotten. So I guess that is the good bit. Oh, one other person I want to add to the caravan is Rarby. I think having a permanent farmer out there would be a good thing. Alright, let's find Cole again. Cole, your operation is back on. Rarby I could create a, Did the other ambrosia die? Yes, this ambrosia all but died off. Rarby could... I would create a tree culling zone, and Rarby could actually start to stockpile wood here. We also left a considerable amount of silver and a telescope. I really don't want a lot of wealth to accumulate in the outpost because... Oh. Down Griffin goes. Because if I accumulate wealth, the raids will get larger and more dangerous. And that's not good for anyone. Tainted marine armor. I didn't want you to wear tainted stuff. There might be a... Is there a restriction for tainted stuff? Nope. Don't wear tainted stuff. New outfit. I wish I could just copy and paste. So new outfit will be... called Bloodlust Combat. And we'll allow tainted. No tribal, no t-shirt, no belts, no plate armor, no parka, no jacket. Alright, so Bloodlust Combat versus Combat. So Combat doesn't even... Combat should allow vast flak stuff. Alright, so it's 52% or higher. We can do that. And I'm just going to say normal or higher. As for headgear for combat... advanced helmet, marine helmet, toque would be acceptable. And for Bloodlust Combat, we'll do the same. I think War Veils allow you to sustain... Yeah, they allow you to sustain a little bit more pain before... Or even War Masks. But, yeah, I'll allow a War Mask. That almost feels like something I should allow on Jirit. I should make War Masks or something. Alright, so we're getting tidied up. We have a hell of a lot of assault rifles and LMGs and stuff. Okay, so... That's nice. He arrived and is berserk. Let's go try to subdue him. I don't even know where his gun is. We must have left it back here. Now, one of the reasons why I haven't made any flooring inside is because I didn't want to have to clean up. But of course, the flooring that I have outside is dirty as hell. I'm going to turn it off on home zone and only turn it back on when it needs cleaning. I have no interest in you know, forcing it to be constantly cleaned. That sort of defeats the purpose of the flooring I had in place. All right, so Endelos is now heading back down. Luna's going to make a quick turnaround in a second. Now the wimp's back up. Most of our people should be just about immune now. Except for the ones that were wandering aggressively. Looking at 0 day, immunity is almost tied, so he'll be alright. And I did make the Bloodlust. Let me fix this. I did make the Bloodlust combat, so I might as well use it. Off the top of my head, I have to remind myself who's Bloodlust, but they should have Bloodlust in their name. Why were you on meds? I don't recall. Yeah, you're fine. You don't need meds. Bloodlust combat. The Bloodlusters I can have on Bloodlust combat because I'll have a lot of tainted armor that no one otherwise would use. So I might as well just give it to even people that aren't necessarily good fighters. Because there's really no loss. I could strip even more of these bodies if I find any good clothing on them. I don't want a huge surplus of clothing. I'm going to end up burning it all. But maybe this like flak jacket, for instance. It's pretty damaged. But if I find any good clothing. Nice, Valentin. Alright, Endelos has arrived with Rarby. So Rarby and Endelos... Okay, so Rarby here, I'm going to have a growing zone that is just tree felling. And she'll start to acquire wood that way. And then Endelos is going to hunt some rhino, grizzly, hunt the big game. Some bucks. And more doe. Inspired trade from Sergio. He's demented. I don't think that inspiration is going to help me much. Oh, Jirit, you have decked yourself in black tainted marine armor. Well done. Now, whose minigun is this? 0 days? Nope. Griffins. Almost certainly. There we go. The corpses are more or less hauled away. Gonna expand the stockpile just a little bit. And everybody's restrictions look right. Okay, great. The prisoner, I don't think I have set to recruit, so we're gonna set that. And NPM is what she's gonna get. Nomads. Who's puking here? 0 day? Oh yeah, he's flu. That makes sense. These two... Luna, you're in their bed. These two have had it tough. Dano and Vex. They got dearly beaten. Sorry, that was terrible. Some peace talks quests? Nope. I really have no interest in peace talks. I do like how the raiders have a chance to have non-traditional armor colors. Plus there was that like bright green hair. That was pretty cool. Now let's get you some food. I've done terrible things to Dano and Vex. I acknowledge that. Alright, so this is now just a prison cell. A very impressive prison cell at that. Forbid this door so no one takes Andalos's bed. So I know y'all want to grab his bed. Now, if I was to create a panic room, ideally the panic room would have overhead mountain, but be very cold. The trouble is I don't really have a lot of overhead mountain other than right here. So I could create a panic room here. That wouldn't be a terrible idea. I'm not sure exactly where the overhead mountain is, though. I've dug into this mountainside a little bit and haven't really found any overhead mountain other than right here, which is where our kill box is. But I think this would be well suited for a panic room because it's near where the combat is going to go down. So I think it fits the bill quite nicely. Looking at all these people, I really don't see any armors worth stripping off of them. There's no like marine armor. So forget that. We'll start hauling the regular the weapons and whatnot in a minute. Let's check in on everyone's health. 0 Day is now above immunity over sickness, so although his flu is extreme, definitely not likely to die from it. Without that kidney, I don't know, looking pretty grim without the kidney. Our chem fuel stockpile is ridiculous, and that is not a complaint. Dano has some unhappy nudity. Yes, you would. Alright, this corpse stockpile is just about ready to go. Yep, you are observing corpses. So Rarby was our pyro that is still up. So she's gone, unfortunately. But she is, however, chopping trees down, which is exactly what I wanted her to do. Endalos does not seem to be... Ah, there. Now he's hunting grizzlies. Luna is ready to go. So let's get Luna moving. We're going to form a caravan of Luna again. I don't know why I keep picking on her. I know she has really good trade and she can defend herself. So actually that's some pretty legit reasons. We're going to bring the cats. And the reason why I want to sell cats is what happened when I had all those dogs originally. A lot of the dogs formed bonds. And then when they died or were sold, the people that bonded to the dogs freaked. And that was not good. That was decidedly bad. I'm going to have her bring all of the fine meals. And we'll just crank out some more. And then I'll have her grab the low quality miscellaneous. Let's see what else. Got some nice wooden beds sitting around. Have a lot of beer now. But I'm not gonna sell it. A lot of this tainted stuff I want to keep. Maybe the tainted stuff below 50%, but I don't think anyone's gonna buy it. I really need to gift it if anything's gonna happen. So any non-tainted above, like this parka would be perfect. Damaged dusters, stuff like that. I'm gonna grab t-shirts. Oh, and then I need to grab all the t-shirts, don't I? So I am going to just go ahead and grab as many t-shirts as I can to satisfy the trade requirement. Some are masterwork. The problem is I'm probably just gonna fulfill the trade order and then hope that there are the good t-shirts left over rather than to like individually figure out which t-shirts go with whom. We made a lot of t-shirts. And this will clean out a lot of the giant backlog that we've got in the stockpile. These are damaged button-down shirts, damaged pants. You can see they throw them off at about 51%. That about summarizes what I want from here. Yep, that will do. That will do indeed. And our way back, on her way back, she'll stop over the hunting village. Oh. Well, that's actually not that much of a problem. Go away, wolf. You tried. I don't... Who was this? I don't even know. I still have the elephant in the room here, being these mass amount of mechs that I have not really dealt with. Everyone's almost over their flu. I was really not looking to engage the enemies until I was truly over the flu. Alright, you're Bloodlust. I'm going to give you an assault rifle. You're already wearing good armor. Might as well. Tamed another boom rat. I love it. Let's go to wildlife. You have a lot more muffalo to hunt. I don't see any little boomers left to tame, though. But every time I look at this mining outpost, I just see more and more good mineral or metals and whatnot. Seems to be in abundance. Rarby's cutting trees. That's exactly what I wanted. Endelos is hunting. Oh, he snagged a grizzly. I think at this point I'm going to kill the t-shirt Q. Insulting DQ. Alright, good luck. Man, that flu was bad. It was almost as bad as the raiders themselves. Looks like we're getting a little low on gold for advanced component creation. So that's something to keep an eye on. Okay, so our 3 couples do have double beds. I'm gonna suspend the kibble. I only really want to use hay. I think we have enough kibble stockpiled that we can use hay. Because this hay is... Oh, this hay grass is all ready to go. We just need farmers to go for it. Okay, so we have plenty of food. This beer is 82% done, 1 day left. And then I'll truly have had the outpost stockpiled the way I said I would. Luna's heading for the trade. Wolf, Mr. Doctor. You know what's funny about Mr. Doctor? I had a teacher once named Mr. Doctor. His last name was Doctor. He was a music teacher. Alright, let's unsuspend this. And here we can do forever. And this is just going to be using hay and insect meat. Which means, now that we have hay, I'm going to stockpile my insect meat here. And we'll get a whole lot of it. Vex, I know you like starting fires. I'm gonna ask you to start one for me. She's thrilled, I'm sure. Now, some of the ones that aren't on flooring might not catch very well, or at all. So I might need to repaint the zone to only be where the ground is dry. That's, well, whatever. Ooh. Masterwork Flak Vest. Velik, you've outdone yourself. Alright, so let's do that. Paint the zone. So, shrink this zone. There was a marine helmet here that really ought to be stripped. I didn't really check them all that well. That flak jacket sucks. So let's strip you. And then also in this zone, just gonna call it burning pile. I am going to, for apparel, allow tainted apparel of non-advanced, non-marine, and all clothing but the flak stuff. All clothing but like the armor, right? Maybe shield belts, take that off. So no flak, okay. Yeah, that looks about right. And this way we can burn the tainted apparel much more easily too. Oh, free fox meat. I'll take it. We are hunting big game here. I'm going to put flak vests in this, though. I don't think there's going to be a tainted flak vest worth me keeping. I could be wrong. It's like T-minus 1 second before I get some sort of legendary, right? Alright, Ms. Vex. Gotta bring you back out here. Uh-oh. How hard? Oh, we're okay. Yep. Let me speed time back up. Whoa, herring. Jesus. Alright, so fulfill trade order. We are allied with them. Go ahead and sell all of my cats. I hope none of them have been bonded already. I'm not going to check. I would love to buy any... Guess they have a bunch of camel hair. Nah. I didn't really bring any silver with me, so... Ooh, not selling that legendary charge rifle. You can forget about that. Deal or no deal? Definitely a no deal. So now I can walk away with a whole bunch of silver, providing I don't see anything else that tickles my fancy. And I really don't. They don't really have a lot of good stuff for me. In fact, their supply seems to be that of whatever I had last. Guess I could buy the meds. I am low on decent meds. Okay. Done. And re-enter the hunting village. Oh, you know what? Hold on. No, that's not true. We have all this crap to sell them. And I'm gonna buy maybe 175. 100. I'll buy all their fox fur because it's high bulk. No, it's too expensive. All right, there we go. That looks about right. Well, now we actually have a formal ally. Why were you standing there? I don't even know. So that bit is pretty cool. I did say I wanted to redesign this area, and I better do it soon. So I'm going to have a door here, and a door here. I want slug turret here, slug turret there. We're going to pack more of a punch. That part's good. Who dropped their gun? Man, I keep finding miniguns. Griffin? Oh yeah, you passed out because you smoked smoke leaf. It's always your gun, man. Can I really trust you with this? I don't know if I can. Oh, you're hammered on alcohol. That's healthy. Are you... I don't even know how you're hammered on alcohol. Let's check the rec drugs. Beer every day, only if mood is below... no. Why are you hammered? Griffin, you are on rec drugs. You shouldn't be hammered. Yeah, eat some NPM. You're not even eating the right food. That's how drunk you are. You were entitled to find food, but you didn't take it. Cranking out the wonderful flak vests. This stockpile looks a bit better than before. We have a lot of guns that need hauling. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shrink this zone a little. And stockpile weapons in here. Repairing that kill box. I think we're done with all the bodies, for the most part. We also need to refloor in here. So most of the flooring got burned up. Put some bridges back. And put the door back. Jarrett, what's got you in a tizzy? So now this makes it the easy bake oven that we were looking for. You've arrived at the hunting village. We'll have plenty of wood. Wow, yeah, definitely worth Rarby camping here, for sure. This is exactly why I had her idle here. Instead of unloading people, or the animals, let's take the boom rat back, Luna, and grab... I'll leave them venison for their own food. Alright. Not really taking much of a rest. Ooh, okay, this is awkward. I really don't have the ability to harbor prisoners all that well, so I am somewhat obligated to grab everyone. You are a 71-year-old, staggeringly ugly, creepy, volatile. Oh my goodness, could you be any worse? Let's check your health. You have a peg leg too. Wow, you are something. And something not being something good. That is one of the most objectionably offensive and annoying pawns I've ever encountered. And yet, we're going to capture her. Who can doctor? Penguin, you are set to doctor. Now you are a refugee of... Now here's the thing. They're not a space... Oops. They're not a spacer. So I could release her because I'm not forced... They're not Gray Slayers. I'm not forced to be hostile with her. So it would be goodwill to release her. And because I really don't want her, I don't think I'm breaking any rules. Because she isn't asking to join us. She just fell from the sky. I think that is a key difference. I've never turned away any refugees. And anyone that belonged to a faction, I've offered, you know, refugee status or whatever. But yeah, I think that's a legit way to do it. Ooh, look, we have emptied... Yes, weapons for everybody. That's good. Assault rifles are really, really good weapons. Penguin. Animal busy. Poor Luna, are you tired? Yeah, you're tired, you're hungry. Honestly, the way I treat my Caravaners, they really should... They ought to be sanguine. Uh-oh. Oh, you know what? I don't even need to worry about this raid. This raid is going to take care of themselves. I was worried for a second, but I just became the luckiest man in RimWorld history. One giant angry raid to solve one giant angry problem. Oh, sit back and enjoy this fight. All one frame of it. I like how this dude is like, I'm coming to sap your walls. Is this a sapper? Yeah. Wow, this is a sapper raid. That's intense. Sapper raids are supposed to be smaller than normal raids. They're programmed to be smaller, I'll put it. Looking at how some of these mechs are coming beelining straight at me, I'm going to safe zone restrict myself here. Because I think these mechs are heading my way. And I want to play it safe. Plus, if the pirates damage the ship for any reason, they're going to come in my way too. Okay, leaving that out there is about the dumbest thing anyone could do. I knew I didn't need to go after the poison ship myself, right? Alright, let's try to keep track of... No, really it's just Epsilon that walked away. Everyone else is committing. You're a pacifist. Okay, some of them are... I don't know what these guys are doing. I might actually have to pose some sort of defense. But half of the mechs are gone. I don't have any turrets up, but I do have a lot of defenders. Let's quickly get ready for a proper defense now. It's not going to take much, because obviously they have whittled themselves down to nothing. Another wimp. First things first, I am giving anyone... you're the infirm. I'm going to give her a weapon, but she's likely not to use it really ever, because she takes so long to get to the front. Really, any of the sniper rifles I have, I'm going to trade up. Because sniper rifles have exceptionally low DPS. They're really good at range, so they're good at firing on people that are far away, but they're really not great weapons to use on a daily basis. Phoebe, you need a weapon. I need to make some melee weapons, don't I? I don't know why I'm queuing it up. I should be waking you all. Whole lot of weapons here. Oh, right, Dano. And, okay, we're good. Ooh, we have Scythers already on the incoming. They broke from rank and file. So the heavy hitters I'm going to send right now. Who else? Griffin. Chris. Oh. The meleeers really can just take a knee. Don't want the meleeing Scythers. These Scythers are... Alright. The humans are fleeing. No surprise. They got melted by these mechs. How's my mechs doing? 17 left? So it's really only the Scythers that got confused and are still attacking us. And they're going to be coming in through my kill box because I hadn't closed it up. Not a big deal. There's not too many of them. They're going to get shredded. Like so. And these mechs aren't coming my way because... So Sheba, let's close these doors. Oops. Everyone else can go to sleep. Man, that was about as fortuitous could be. I lucked out. These mechs are just wandering around, returning back home. I know I'm sort of obligated to try to recruit everyone, but I really don't think that without some sort of intervention from the heavens, I'll ever be able to get that guy alive. Just not gonna happen. Oh, yes. If I'm losing stuff to cold, it means I need to do some flicking. I always forget to do that. So I get preoccupied with other things and I forget. How much smoke? Okay, this shelf here is going to be for smoke leaves only. We have another bionic leg sitting around. Going to Wolf. And the reason being, Wolf is going to be my man on the ground that helps with the mech incursion. I need him to be able to run away from Lancers quickly. I also want to figure out how much land I can reclaim here. So I'm going to go ahead and mine as much of this mountain as possible. Don't worry, Agatha. A lot of people don't have kidneys. It is nothing personal. Alright, this is a lot faster making joints. Oh, poor Luna. If only I had some wake up. Restricting, I can lift mostly. Except for Menmi and Velik. We even rebuilt the drill. Now there's a small fraction of the enemies that there used to be. Be a lot easier to take them on. 13 Scythers dead, a few Lancers dead. My prisoner exited healthy. That's good. Well, I have no idea why there's chem fuel there. Not a clue. No idea why there's chem fuel in a lot of these spots. What are y'all doing with this chem fuel here, huh? What the hell? What I need to be doing is doing also remove roof. Mostly for safety. I don't want it collapsing on my head. Ooh, we struck plasteel. Who would have thought there'd be plasteel just like sitting in there, you know? Immobile. Let's go ahead and make this mobile again by abandoning some steel. Man, that's a lot of stuff they're carrying. Alright, what's your deal? Man, you maybe you were present for it. Never mind. This is now... Yes! Beer! Okay, so we have satisfied that fully. Jarrett and Nara going at it. A lot of headbutting and punching and some biting. Very nice. Very classy. What I'm going to do is just sort of mine out this mountain and then replace it with walls and whatnot. I think that's probably the right approach. Because at the moment, if they wanted to mine through it and I didn't have walls, they could just cause a lot of havoc because I wouldn't be able to repair it. Alright, Luna's arrived. Lee gave birth to more calves. Have a lot of little boomalope calves. Soon I'm gonna have a nice surplus of chem fuel. That will be cool. I really don't think there's a lot of overhead mountain here. Like, at all. Just the little bits right around the lake seem to be the case. We already got the autocannon turrets up. Checking how many granite blocks I have. I have enough to build a perimeter wall. Whoa, 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 whoa. Roofs landing on our heads, not cool. Be very careful with that. Got a lot more wood. Now that we have this telescope, let's plop it in. And that's one more rec type for me. All you got to do to use the telescope inside is to remove a roof section over it. That's it. That's all it takes. I'm definitely going to need to add more traps back in there. Yeah, it seems like the overhead mountains were very sparse. There's really none of them. So this kill box is getting a huge facelift now. Oh, and some free cargo pods. Thank you. Gold. Don't break anything nice. You can do repairs, but not very quickly. Where is a better repairer? She is dead set on breaking this. Sorry, Luna. I patch it together faster than you can take it apart. Unfair, perhaps? Hilarious? Absolutely. Well, this is a lot of additional reclaimed area for sure. It's not going to really lend itself to a good panic room, but I can make a panic room there anyway. This must be a targeted tantrum. Yeah, she wants to destroy that specific chair. Well, that's a good way to get my construction up, I guess. I'm going to need a moisture pump to cover some of this swamp here. The power lines I have in place now don't really make a whole lot of sense. That will be fixed soon. Darn it. I've been trying to remove the roof systematically, but instead I lost an eye. Great. I'm gonna... Yeah, it's because our constructors are busier than our miners. Losing an eye is obnoxious. Gotta make another one. Man, that social fight was brutal. They're wounded as hell. Alright, so Zalbo, Mr. Grenadier, needs an eye. Torbjorn is pregnant. Perfect. So we're actually a rancher now. Do I just allow her to destroy it? We'll just keep it up. Ooh, free meat. It's a little close to the scythers, but not that bad. Alright, let's check this overhead roof. We've almost done removing it for safety. There. Perfect. Now we can mine this out. Jesus, Luna, just stop. Now, the last mad deer that we had here really screwed us up bad, so I'm going to be a little bit more cautious of this one. I learned from my mistakes. Okay, that's all set. Man, I've never seen a tantrum go on this long. I guess it's a targeted, I want to destroy X tantrum, which is not ones I usually get. All right, so now we have a weird zigzaggy reclaimed area here, which is awesome. That will allow us to stack up behind the turrets in cover, I think. Additionally, I can just mine out the rest of this. It's being held up by blocks, so that's not an issue. And I'll restructure it a little bit too. But alas, I've gone on for a whole hour, so I guess for hump day, being a Wednesday, that's not a bad thing. Sorry I went on so long. That was a hilarious raid, wasn't it? Very, very successful, those raiders, dropping in right next to all those mechs. So the mechs are really my next big priority, as they are killing off maybe almost a third of the entire maps full of food resource. So that's something I really have to attend to soon. The flu kind of threw me for a loop there. But thank you all for watching. If you have any feedback for me, drop me a line. If you want to support me, you know, like, subscribe, maybe become a patron, and I'll have to catch you all later. Adios.